Hi everyone, so today I have this Kringle Candle unboxing haul as well as first sniff impressions. So I decided to participate in the recent drop for the 19 3-wick candles. They are discontinuing the 3 wicks, but the old style. So I don't know if they're just testing the waters and seeing how these perform, but currently I think there's still a deal. So each one costs, oh gosh, I should have checked, but I think it was like $24 for one, or you can get a pack of 3 for $33, making each one $11. So I picked out 3 scents that I thought I would like. I was really torn between the last scent, and I feel like I have some minor regrets and I should have chosen the more, well, it's grandma's lemonade. Let me just say that. I should have chosen that one instead of the one that I picked up, but we'll see. And I was eyeing some Easter candles currently as of Friday, April 11th, which is when I'm filming this. They are 30% off. I was trying to hold off and purchase when they drop down to, fingers crossed, 50% off. So maybe I'll see how these perform, or I'll burn them or smell them, and if I really like them I can always purchase a backup. But here's the box that it came in. I ended up going for the route protection. I still feel some type of way about you having to pay for route protection because it's not really the customer's fault if something happens with the box, like if it gets damaged or anything like that. But since I got a total of 5 candles, I didn't want to risk it. So I just, yeah, there's that. I had enough points somehow to get, I believe, $10 off of my order. So I wasn't able to combine any like ambassador code or anything like that, but I was able to use some points. So essentially, that kind of made up for the route protection and the shipping. But all right, enough talking. Let me go ahead and open this. I have my Temu knife right here that somehow still hasn't gotten dull. All right, so we have the packing slip. It has my name. Thank you, Jamie. Wow, does Jamie just pack all the orders? I haven't seen any other name besides Jamie. But anyways, this is like really well done. So maybe only one person is needed. So yes, I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the shipping protection plan. It doesn't say how much each costs, but let's go ahead and take out these egg crates. Okay, so here's how my items came packaged. I'm having a hard time removing the 2-wick large jar, so let me go on to the 3 wicks first. So the first candle that I picked up was Pistachio Crema. I feel like these 3-wick jars look a little bit more similar to their older Parasoy 3 wicks. So here's the lid. It's black, colored wax. That's really cool. So here's the bottom. It looks like this one might have been poured March 13th, 2025. And it was funny because I was looking for the fragrance notes at the bottom, but I'm like, hello, they're right here. Drop pistachio, sweet pralines, sugared vanilla cream. All right, let's go ahead and smell this. So this doesn't smell fully edible to me, and it doesn't remind me of like the pistachio ice cream that's pictured here. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like cherry type pistachios. This has a little bit of a nuance of like Sweetheart Cherry from Bath and Body Works. Just like tone down the cherry a bunch. Yeah, so while I was expecting more of like a fully 100% foodie pistachio scent, I'm not mad at it. I do like cherry fragrances as well, but I can see if you're the type of person that just despises cherry in anything, this might be a little bit off-putting to you. But I don't really mind. There is a little bit of a perfumey body care quality. So unfortunately, this wasn't exactly what I wanted this candle to smell like, but I still enjoyed, thankfully. But I have found that Kringle Candle, their picture label along with their fragrance notes, I feel like sometimes I'm left wondering what's it actually going to smell like, because the few candles that I have purchased and burned, they're a lot different than what I would assume the fragrance notes are depicting, or even the picture label. But that's a side tangent. But that is Pistachio Crema. So far, that one was pretty good. Next candle, we have Melon Medley. This one, the fragrance notes are watermelon, citrus, vanilla sugar, and here is like, I guess, the fruit arrangement or like the fruit bowl. This one was made, it looks like potentially March 13th, 2025. You know, I have older Kringle candles like the Parasoy formula, and this is the exact, almost the exact same lid. And then this one is black and it's kind of like semi-matte. Is it matte? Yeah, it's matte. I'm not exactly sure what's the theme besides just the picture labels. I mean, I guess they both have colored wax, so I wonder if the wick will get clogged or if it will perform well. But let me go ahead and smell Melon Medley. The reason why I purchased this one is because if I don't like it, my sister really enjoys like watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe, even cucumber fragrances. So I can always just give this to her. And since it's 100% soy, I feel like she can burn this for longer than the Bath and Body Works candles. One thing that I want to make a note is that there's a lot of space right here. So the gap is pretty big, but they do seem like your standard 3-wick sizes. For me personally, I would definitely trim this wick. I know that, I don't know if it's some ambassadors or maybe Kringle themselves, they say that their wicks are self-trimming, but I personally wouldn't feel comfortable lighting this because I feel like it for sure curl over and some fallout would probably tarnish the really pretty wax color. Okay, so I'm just giving you my first impressions on cold. But I am able to detect all the notes in this candle. I do pick up on the watermelon, that's the main note. There is a mixture of an added brightness from a citrus note. If I had to guess, it'd maybe be lemon. Yeah, probably lemon. And then I do pick up this like sugary sweet aspect, but it's not too cloying. However, this does lean a little bit artificial. So it's not necessarily full on watermelon puree or like freshly cut slices of watermelon, but I think this is more of like a watermelon drink. And I haven't mentioned it already. It does remind me of a watermelon popsicle that you would have on like a hot summer day that you would find from like, yeah, someone selling ice cream. I really like this one. I think my sister would enjoy it as well. So I thought I wasn't going to like it, or I thought it was going to lean a little bit, I don't know why I thought I was going to lean like honeydew, cucumber, cantaloupe, those types of watermelon fragrances. But no, this is really enjoyable. I'm going to have my sister smell this, and I think that she will for sure like it. And the last candle that I chose was Strawberry Jam. I was really down between this one and Grandma's Lemonade, like how I mentioned earlier. But spoiler, since one of my candles is a heavy lemon scent, I figured, okay, I don't need 2 lemon candles. Well, I would love 2 lemon candles, but sometimes lemon fragrances can come off a little bit like humid and musty smelling, or at least one sugar lemon zest from Bath and Body Works came off smelling like that, and I'm just a little bit hesitant to buy more than 1 lemon candle at a time. Anyways, so Strawberry Jam. Side note, I feel like these candles, or if they're a collection, it's not cohesive at all. Okay, so this one has the Kringle kind of like embossed silver lid. This is like their older kind of texturized copper lid, and then this one has no emboss and it's black. So I feel like the only theme going on is like the format of the label, but that's besides the point. Fragrance notes are strawberry, lemon, vanilla, buttercream. When I read this to my sister, she was so thrown off about a buttercream note being in Strawberry Jam. So we'll see how accurate this smells. This one was poured, a different day, March 14th, 2025. Potentially, I could be reading that incorrectly. And then here's how it looks like. Again, the wicks are on the longer side. You know, it's kind of weird because sometimes I smell it and I do get like a strawberry popsicle. But then other times I'm getting this like, if you've ever tried Vendor Wax, this reminds me a lot of like the strawberry jam fragrance oil that some people use. So I think it's maybe because the strawberries are probably like muddled or they're crushed up. And then there's an added bit of sugary sweetness. It almost makes me think of like the strawberries that you crush up for a strawberry beverage. So the lemon note is like very, very faint. I think it's blended well with the strawberries. But the one that I'm not really picking up on is that vanilla buttercream. There's nothing really like, a vanilla about this. I don't detect an added like creaminess or like a vanilla extract in here. So I'm wondering if that would come out while I burn it. So yeah, but overall, I really enjoy the fragrances. I would have to say my favorite would be the Melon Medley, maybe followed by, it'd probably be a tie between the Strawberry Jam and the Pistachio Crema. But now I'm very curious how Grandma's Lemonade smelled. There was another one that I was down between, I don't know, but it had grape. I think it was something vineyard. Yeah. Anyways, so let me go and take out these 2 Kringle candles. I think I need both hands, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the 2 Easter candles that I ended up picking up, lemon, sugar, marshmallow, along with Easter brunch. So the reason why I got Easter brunch is because a lot of people were saying that this was a very nice almond croissant type of a candle, and I really enjoy almond fragrances, especially when they're in a baked croissant form. I know that lemon sugar marshmallow is beloved by many, especially Katie over at Katie's Joyful Life. So I figured, okay, I like lemon fragrances too. Let me go ahead, smell them. My friend Tracy over at the 3-Wick Thesis, she didn't purchase Easter brunch, but she did burn lemon sugar marshmallow. And I believe to her it smelled a little bit more like Fruity Pebbles. So let me see what I detect. And this is how the jars look like. Pretty nice, pretty neat. I believe that they should have the fragrance notes. So this was poured February 13th, 2025. Fragrance notes: sweet almond, butter, vanilla, cream. So right off the bat, this does remind me of an almond croissant candle. The almond is very forward in here. And it does already smell like semi-cooked. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a fully cooked croissant. I think it reminds me a little bit more of like that oily, flaky outside instead of like the fluffy butter part on the inside. Well, I mean, isn't the outside also buttery? But besides the point, when I go and smell it for a second time, there's almost something waxy about it. This did just arrive, so I'm sure it was in the truck that was a little bit heated. I doubt they put the AC. But yeah, there's something almost like inedible about it. But anyways, I feel like this needs to rest a little bit more. But I do enjoy the scent. There's just something a little bit off about it. So maybe that scent will burn away once I go and light it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So here's the label. I really like it, as well as the speckled kind of colored jar. So I think that explains the higher price point of $34. So I believe that their normal 2-wicks are, oh gosh, I might misspeak right here, for 31 maybe. So for that added like $2, you get a really pretty vessel, and I think you can put like some flowers in here or something. But okay, let's go to lemon sugar marshmallow. I'm super pumped. Very cute label, adorable. I love these peep bunny looking things. This one is a nice pretty pastel yellow with the sparkles. Ugh, I'm nervous. Okay, let's see. When is the pour date for this one? February 13th, 2025. Lemon sweet, lemon zest, pastry, vanilla sugar. All right, let's go ahead and smell this. Ooh, so definitely the lemon is pretty intense in here. You definitely have to enjoy lemon fragrances in order to pick this up. It reminds me of a yellow, like Meyer lemon type of a scent. Maybe not the juice, but more like when you go make lemonade and you cut part of the, is it called the rind? The outside layer, and you put it in sugar, and then it like, what do you call it? It forms like a syrup concoction. That's what it reminds me a little bit of. I'm not getting a ton of the vanilla. Or, well, you know what? The vanilla is reading a little bit lactonic. So I think I do agree with my friend Tracy over at the 3-Wick Thesis that this reminds me a bit of like a Fruity Pebble cereal bar fragrance oil, especially in wax. It also reminds me of Goose Creek's, what is that? Key Lime Cake Pop. It's very similar to that as well, but if you amp up the lemon note, I like it. I don't necessarily get any marshmallow. Let's see. I'm not picking up on the pastry. It's definitely not a cookie. It's definitely not a cake. So I'm a little bit bummed that I'm not getting like this fluffy marshmallow scent in here. But I feel like instead it's acting more as a lactonic note that you would find when you mix fruity cereal with milk. But not the leftover milk, I would say, when you first mix those two together. Or perhaps even like Fruity Pebbles, what is it called? Like a cereal bar that it has, I think, melted marshmallows. Think of like a Rice Krispie treat. So yeah, really excited. You know, I'm so excited. I'm going to end the video here if that's all you wanted for my first impressions. I'm going to call over my sister and get her take on it. And I think I'll just add it onto the video. So yeah, if you were just here for my impressions, thank you so much for watching. And if not, I'm going to tag in my sister right now. All right, so in this part of the video, oh, you don't know, but I'm going to do my haul and first impressions, and then I'm going to call you towards the end. And for whoever wants to stick around, they can, you know, see that part.
Should I leave?
No, I want you here for the second part. That's what we're filming.
Oh.
Anyway, so my sister's right here. I gave her microphone, but we're taking a photo later for some unrelated thing. So she's using it as a megaphone. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I have these 3-Wicks, and I'm kind of, I don't know, I feel like Kringle is doing pretty good. You know how I didn't completely write them off, but I wasn't really impressed. And I think,
is this that lava cake or something?
Oh gosh, that was horrible.
Same brand?
Yeah, same brand.
I don't know, but the one in the blue label I like.
You mean in the black label?
It's black?
Yeah.
It looks blue to me. Okay, sure.
Wait, the donut one,
The ones
right?
you keep putting in my room.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that one.
I like that record.
I like that record.
Yeah, anyways, so I feel like I don't know if the quality is getting better or I'm just picking better scents, but I don't know. It's happening. So since you have that microphone thing, I'm gonna have you smell the candles that I picked up. Let me know your thoughts. That one is pistachio crema.
I don't know why when you first handed it to me, I'm like, why are you handing me the Macron candle?
No. But how do you think about how it smells? Because I know
It smells good.
I know you're sometimes iffy about pistachios, but what do you think?
No, it smells like the label, the ice cream.
For real?
To me, I'm getting the.
Do you pick up on a cherry note or do you not pick up? Shut up.
Shut up.
You do?
Yeah, but I'm like, wow, this pistachio must have been like, I don't know, like how plants, like two different plants grow together and sometimes they like cross-pollinate or something.
Cross-pollinate.
It must have been next to a cherry in the field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I planted that idea in your mind a little bit.
No. Like, I was like that. I was like, oh, like, I don't know, like this almost pistachios that I, that I eat are salted. So I'm like, maybe this would be somewhat like one that I would say would be like in a trail mix or something, or like in one of those bars like that, that people use for like snacks. Why? Because the cherry would be next to it.
Okay. All right. So do you like it?
Yeah, I think it's good. Do you have a pistachio candle already? I don't think you have too many.
I have pistachio and toasted vanilla from Bath and Body Works. I burned it once and it got kind of murky halfway, so I don't think you ever smelled it in my room. Okay, next one we have strawberry jam.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to take out the lid.
I don't know why I'm getting fish.
Oh my gosh. I was kind of thinking that a little bit in the beginning, but if you keep smelling it, the
fish. It's like tilapia.
You smell fish?
I smell fish.
You continue to smell fish.
Yeah. At first I got the jam and stuff, but when I finished the inhale, like when it was the really like deep like smelling, I smell fish. I still smell fish.
You know what? I smelled something a little bit weird about it, but when I kept smelling it, I felt like I smelled more of like the crushed strawberries.
Unless these strawberries were like crushed by some fish.
Crushed by some fish? So you still smell it?
I still smell fish, yeah.
Oh gosh. Is it like what type of fish? Like fish in the oven? Fried fish?
Fried fish. Fried fish, the one that we should have had today.
I wonder if it's the lid, because Bath and Body Works has had those instances.
Maybe, I don't know, but it makes me think of the fried fish that we get.
Like that's oily.
Yeah, the one from that Pappy picks up.
You know what I'm gonna do in that instance?
Air it out.
I'm gonna air out the lid because that happened with one of the that's happened a few times with Bath and Body Works. And you know what? This lid looks a little bit older, so I'm wondering if maybe
do they have a fish candle?
Well, I don't know. Well, there was a fishy lid scandal from Bath and Body Works, but no, I can still detect a little bit of the strawberries, but okay.
Oh yeah, it's like in the background. I think the fish is coming out and like.
Okay.
It's Lent.
It's Lent.
It's my time to shine.
Okay, so next one is melon medley. Man, now you're making me think I should have gotten the grandma's lemonade.
This makes me think of like a now and later.
A now and later?
Yeah, some kind of like now and later, like that type of like square or rectangular like taffy.
But it's not like Jolly Rancher, right?
You know what? It could be a Jolly Rancher. I inhaled a little bit more.
But you like it, right?
Yeah, no, it's good.
So is it more of a realistic melon or a candy lemon?
Candy.
Okay. Next, we have Easter brunch. So these are the two big ones that I got.
I don't know. I don't think I like Easter smelling candles.
Oh, well, this one's supposed to smell like an almond croissant. How do you feel about it? I feel like I've had some almond scents up in here.
It's okay, but yeah.
Okay. If you compare it to the other almond candle that I had in my room, did you like that more? The one that Mommy said smelled like Portos? Almond croissant?
I don't know. Almond's just not my thing.
You're like, I have no opinion.
I'm like, if you like it, but for me, I wouldn't be putting on any of these candles.
Any of these candles? Okay, so far all the ones that
if I had it, I'd use it, but I wouldn't buy it.
Okay.
In the first place.
Okay, I know for sure you wouldn't buy the Easter brunch. I know probably you wouldn't buy the fish. And the pistachio, no. And the melon, no.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they come to life, but right now, upon first smell, I'm not eager to burn anything.
Okay, all right. Okay, the only one that can save the day.
Lemon sugar. Lemon? Oh, lemon is
lemon sugar marshmallow.
It's lemon.
You like it?
Yeah, it reminds me also a little bit of like the Girl Scout cookies, the lemon.
The OG Girl Scout cookies?
OG one.
The Savannah Smiles, I think.
Although this one has like an extra kick of the lemon.
Okay.
I like this one.
I like that,
I like that record.
Okay, all right. So keep the candle and tell me, do you smell marshmallow?
Shaking it out. Initially, when I first smelled it, yes. But I feel like now as I smell it more, the lemon is just kicking the marshmallow to the back.
Okay. Some people have described it as a lemon square. Do you? I don't think we ever had a lemon square.
What's a lemon square?
Okay, bad example. Okay.
Makes me think of a lemon sour, like a candy. I've heard of it, but I haven't really.
Does it smell like Fruity Pebbles? The one that
I don't like the yellow Fruity Pebbles.
No, remember that lemon scent that I had in wax form that was a Fruity Pebbles scent? Like a cereal?
Oh.
Does it smell like that?
Seems like it's a sister.
Okay. So you've never had a lemon square?
I had a lemon sour, like I don't know if that's the name of it, but it's like a candy where it's like the shape of a lemon. And
oh no, this is like packaging. A baked good. It's kind of like a pie.
A baked good?
It's kind of like a pie, but it's like
I'm
fudge.
Not really into,
but like
I'm not really into lemon bakery stuff, so I probably would have not tried it. I like banana nut muffins. I like chocolate, even coffee. Lemon?
Okay, so out of all the ones you've smelled,
this one seems the best.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if I had to choose between these two big ones, is this one.
Okay, which one's your least favorite?
It's probably fish.
Probably fish. So the strawberry jam.
The fish, I can't unsmell it.
Oh,
and now, no, but I can smell the jam. But it's like the fish is there, and the more I smell it, the fish is just becoming more powerful somehow.
It's overtaking the strawberries?
It even has a hint of like seaweed a little bit, like the fish in the seaweed.
The fish is stuck in the seaweed?
You know how like the topping, the seaweed topping from like Trader Joe's, or like just seaweed in general, it has kind of that fishy,
like musty
smell. I'm getting fish with seaweed.
Okay, hold on, let me smell it again.
Now inhale.
You know what it reminds me of a little bit?
What?
Like the container of the seaweed, where it's kind of like plastic, or I don't know if it's exactly.
Because the seaweed itself isn't bad. I mean, it does kind of have like a weird smell, but it's not that bad, you know?
No,
I think you're right about the container.
No, I think it might be the container or the lid. So I'll revisit this after a good 24 hours.
After it gets aired out.
After it gets aired out. The clock is ticking.
We got 24 hours.
You have 24 hours. Okay. All right. Okay. So out of all this, it seems like your favorite, if you had to choose, is lemon sugar marshmallow.
Yes, and I've had to choose between the little ones.
Oh yeah, your favorite little one. Would it be pistachio or would it be melon? If you had to choose.
Let's see.
Would you feel better that you only paid $11 for each?
I think this one.
Oh, the melon one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so that is it for this first sniff impressions. I feel like my sister kind of crushed my dreams with the strawberry jam.
I mean, when you smelled it, did you pick up on fish?
It smelled a little bit weird at first, but I kind of, like when you get past something or you really love someone and you don't really notice a flaw and you overlook it and someone points it out to you and you can never unsee the flaw. That's what it kind of is with this candle.
Oh.
But I was mainly just getting like crushed up strawberries, or like the strawberries that our dad would do for the water, but don't really add the water.
Yeah.
And it reminded me, and I thought maybe that it was like the lemon, that it was like, a bad lemon.
Oh, yeah, where it has like an amargo like taste.
Yeah. Or it's it just messed up the strawberry. But but I feel like the strawberry note is a little bit, I don't know, I feel like it's strong enough to compensate, but for some people, I guess not. But okay. All right. Thanks for coming to film with me.
All right, no problem.
I hope this candle gets better. But anyways, not I'll talk to you later. I'm going to talk to you in like 2 minutes. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.